Let's talk about your brain. Not just what it knows, but what it's made of. What if I told you that every single time you open a book, you're not just consuming information, you're triggering a complete system overhaul of your own mind? And I mean that literally. We're talking about a physical, measurable upgrade to your neural hardware, one that changes your memory, your confidence, and, believe it or not, the person you think you can be. But here's where it gets really wild. The most profound, the most fundamental changes to your brain, they start happening before you can even make sense of the words on the page. How is that even possible? Well, let's dive in. Okay, so scientists at Carnegie Mellon were studying the brains of kids who were just learning to read. And, they expected to see the usual suspects, the language centers of the brain, light up. But what they actually found was something else entirely. It was shocking. It wasn't just one little area that changed. The entire brain started to reorganize itself. The neural highways, what we call the white matter, they got stronger, thicker. The whole system was fundamentally rewiring itself to become a more efficient, more powerful thinking machine. So what is this incredible superpower? It's called neuroplasticity. It's your brain's built-in ability to adapt and form new connections. And it turns out the simple act of reading is one of the most powerful ways to kickstart this process, whether you're 7 years old or 70. Now, what makes this whole thing so mind-boggling is that our brains were never actually designed to read. I mean, from an evolutionary standpoint, reading is brand new. So to pull it off, your brain has to perform this incredible feat of biological engineering. It literally hijacks ancient circuits meant for vision and speech and repurposes them to create a whole new, powerful network just for reading.
It's almost like your brain sits up and goes, "Oh, okay, we're reading now? Got it. Hold on, let me just grow some new connections, crank up the processing speed, and hey, while I'm at it, I'll sharpen up our emotional intelligence too." It consciously decides to level up.
So this rewiring isn't just happening on some tiny, microscopic level you'll never notice. No way. It creates real-world benefits that you can actually feel every single day. Let's break down what those are. First up, your memory. Neuroscientists at Harvard found that reading gives your hippocampus, that's the memory center of your brain, a more intense workout than almost anything else, including solving tough problems or playing video games. It's basically cognitive weightlifting. You're building a stronger memory, one page at a time. Next, let's talk about confidence. And look, this isn't some fluffy, feel-good idea. This is grounded in hard neuroscience. Reading fires up your prefrontal cortex, which is like the CEO of your brain. It's in charge of complex decision-making and self-control. And when you strengthen this confidence circuit, amazing things happen. You'll find you can articulate your thoughts better. You think faster on your feet. Your inner voice becomes more stable, more grounded. And that fear of speaking up, of sounding wrong, it starts to fade away. Okay, how about anxiety? Get ready for this number. A University of Sussex study found that just 6 minutes of reading can slash your stress levels by up to 68%. I mean, that's just a staggering number for something so simple. And here's the science behind it. Reading triggers what we can call a calm state protocol in your body. It physically lowers your heart rate, it reduces cortisol, that nasty stress hormone, it even eases tension in your muscles. It's the biological reason why reading feels like a deep, satisfying exhale. And if all that wasn't enough, reading, especially fiction, literally makes you a better human. It strengthens a part of your brain called the default mode network. Think of it as your brain's empathy engine. Reading trains that engine to simulate what it's like to be someone else, making you more understanding and socially connected. But beyond all of these incredible upgrades, there's something else happening, something that goes way deeper, right to the very core of who you are. See, when you're lost in a good book, your brain is running a full-blown simulation. It's a safe, virtual reality where you can try on new identities, you can face down your fears, and you can learn crucial life lessons, all without the painful real-world consequences. And this simulation is powerful. By living through a character's journey, you're actually training yourself. You're building up mental resilience, like your brain is lifting emotional weights.
And maybe most importantly, you're expanding your entire self-image, seeing what's possible for you. Which brings us to this one single, earth-shattering idea. You don't just read stories, you absorb them, you internalize them. You literally become the story you consume.
And if you think that sounds a little too poetic, check this out. This might be the freakiest scientific discovery of them all. A study at Emory University found that after people finished reading a novel, the changes in their brains lasted for up to 5 days. It was as if their bodies believed they had physically gone through the events of the story. The change is real.
So, let's circle all the way back to that question from the beginning. Is reading really a hardware upgrade for your brain? Let's run down the checklist. Does it rewire your neural circuits? Check. Strengthen memory? You bet. Boost empathy? Absolutely. Enhance confidence, decrease anxiety, build resilience, and expand your identity? Check, 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 and check. The upgrade is confirmed.
So we have to stop thinking about reading as just a hobby, as some passive way to kill time. It's not. It is an active form of personal neuroengineering. You are the architect, and the book is your blueprint. So, I want to give you a challenge, and it's a simple one, I promise. Don't get overwhelmed. Just pick one book, any book you're curious about, and just commit to reading 10 pages. That's it, just 10 pages, today. Because every single page you turn is another line of code written into your own operating system. This is the beginning of your next chapter. The only question left is, what story will you choose to become?